This is Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Waspinator. The figure's part of Waspinator. However you say it. Figure's part of the third wave of the IDW Generations Deluxe Class of figures. Comes with a really nice comic book with a Hasbro exclusive Waspinator cover. It's called Homecoming, where Optimus Prime leads a bunch of Autobots in search of G-Axis, and Waspinator's here in a bar telling his story of how he was able to control Metroplex, sort of. So, nice. Let's start. Oh, packaging. Okay. There you go. Bio. Okay. Obviously, it's a Predacon. Symbol. Obviously, a updated version and homage to the Beast Wars Waspinator, a very popular character, I guess, back in the day of the Beast Wars. Let's start with the instructions. Very interesting set of instructions. It has a robot mode to insect mode and insect mode to robot mode. But let me just point out a few things. So the first step is really to lift the wings, which doesn't happen because it's spring loaded. The only way to keep the wings up is if you press on this button. So lifting it just brings it back. I'll show you later. So you fiddle with the arms, three steps, and here's the weird part. Okay, after you fold the arms, okay, that's fine. You take down the hips and the legs. Then you put back the legs. Then you take the whole, you rotate the whole leg assembly. Put back the legs up. Put back the legs down. Put back the leg up. Spin it back only to put the legs back in, back up, and you lost me. He just becomes the Wasp, just like that. Yeah. Alright, cool. And somehow you just have to accept the fact that if you keep folding the legs up and down, he becomes a wasp. Anyway, I just, you can figure it out on your own. You don't quite possibly need the instructions. So let me just try and get him out of his pose. Let me transform him officially. His official robot mode. It's supposed to be Predacon symbol right there. Very nice, lovely. Okay, this is how he's supposed to look like officially in robot mode. Fantastic light piping. The whole cranial cavity just illuminates. Just to get it done and over with, here he is with the other. Here's Dinobot. Come on, man. What are you doing? Okay. Here he is with Dinobot. Yeah, good scale. Dinobot should be bigger, obviously, but it's good enough for me. I mean, especially when I put him on the shelf. But if you're really picky about it, he's small. And here's the animated Deluxe Class Waspinator, which I was very, very impressed with. If they didn't come up with this one, I'd be happy with this one. So, on to the figure. Let me see. Okay. The wings are supposed to be folded this way. I tend to want to just fold them that way so there's less obstruction, or just fold them up, which is fine. And he has this gimmick. When you push this button, it's supposed to flap the wings. Not sure if this is really, well, just like the toy, it's pretty close. But the Wasp, I think, moves up and down or sort of diagonal. But anyway, I'm just nitpicking, so that's fine. So the first step, raise it up. Oh, raise it up again. It's just not gonna stay up. So first step fail for Hasbro. Get rid of let's just transform him. You can figure out how to transform him on your own. You can use instructions as a guide, but don't necessarily follow it to the letter because you're just going to go crazy. Okay, go ahead and fold the weapon, his stinger, and just like the old Beast Wars toy. I never had that toy. My friends got it. Now, when we were kids, I think I was middle school, and most of my friends had Waspinator. I had Air Razor, and I did have Primal. I had Megatron, but I sold most of my Beast Wars figures. Anyway, so that, put the weapon there. First thing you want to do is you want to detach the torso section. There's a peg right there. It pegs into that hole. Detach it, and the instructions just tell you to move him up like that. Now, if you notice, there's like a double hinge right here. You move him up like this so you can hide the head, and the head sort of, the insect head sort of stays like that. Next thing you want to do, which again the instructions don't say, is you pull the shoulders apart to close in the insect head, and then you fold these pieces inward, rotate the insect legs forward, and sort of, that's the position you want the arms to be in. It's very intuitive. You'll get to see that there's a round sort of semi-spherical peg hole right there. That's where it's going to go. Right there. Alright, but don't keep it like that. I'm just doing that for illustration purposes. Okay, next thing you want to do is, you can follow the instructions if you want, but I'm going to do it this way. Go ahead and fold the legs forward like this. Make sure you don't hit that crotch piece. There's like extra side pieces in the crotch piece. Rotate. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's just fold these so they're out of the way. Rotate the entire hip assembly. And then, here's the tricky bit, which the instructions don't say. You'll need to fold down this piece of the insect, his butt, or the abdomen, I suppose. Head, thorax, abdomen, yeah. Grade school science. Go ahead and fold it. It's kind of hard at first. You just have to just gently pull it down. It's always hard. It's always very tight the first time around, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to come around like there. It's going to be much easier. All right, and then what you want to do is okay, you want to fold the thighs up here, then they will form the rest of his butt, insect butt, right like that. And then what you want to do is you want to fold up the feet like this. And from here on, you will already notice that as you fold the legs up here, there's going to be like a rectangular peg hole right there for this rectangular peg, which is going to peg in right there, as well as that circle hole which I mentioned earlier. And that's exactly what you want to happen. Now the feet, there's like a very thin, you can see a very thin rectangular peg right there. It's going to go into that peg hole on his toes, and that's essentially what you want to happen when you're doing the insect mode. And just do the same thing on the other side. So really no need for instruction. The whole knee assembly will fit right in those corners right there. And again, as I said, the peg holes fit rectangular slots right there. And essentially, that is the insect mode, the wasp mode. Wait. Okay, there we go. Now you can position the arms, however, or the insect legs. The insect legs, these are on swivels, these are on ball joints. And again, I forgot to mention the articulation for the legs, which I can probably show you right here. It's very simple. Swivel, ball jointed head, no waist or torso articulation, ball jointed shoulders, elbows, wrist swivels, ball jointed hips, hinge knees, and toe feet articulation because of transformation. So he looks, you know, just let me see if I can position him as an insect. Okay, he looks more like a fly than a wasp, but I guess that's how the toy looked like as well. And he looks kind of big. In insect, well, I didn't mean this. Obviously, he's big. He's too big to be a wasp, but a prehistoric wasp might have been this big compared to a rhino. Who knows? Who knows? But as a deluxe class figure, he compresses very well, and he's very, very bulky, as you can see with Rhinox right here. I thought he would be a little bit more smaller, but yeah. So there you go. It's a little bit of a crazy transformation, but you know, it is Waspinator, and I'm glad Hasbro did an updated version of this. I'm not the biggest Beast Wars fan out there, but I can certainly appreciate a good update when I see one. A lot of people have been complaining about this one, that Hasbro tried to do too much with alt mode just to make it look better in alt mode, and it sacrificed a lot in robot mode. Yeah, okay, yeah, but that's just, for me, that's a minor thing. If at all, my biggest complaint would have to be, apart from the instructions, is really the loose ball-jointed hips, which can easily be fixed by nail polish, clear nail polish, or that's, you know, just coat it on that and it'll tighten up the joints. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. The figure is going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. Definitely a must-have. There was a time before Hasbro released this particular wave worldwide mass release, eBay had sellers selling this for ridiculous $60, $80 prices. It was just crazy. I'm glad I waited. And here in Manila, we just got this particular wave right after all that Age of Extinction toys died down, you know. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Check out all my video reviews on this channel, Chefatron. This has been the Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Waspinator. Thanks for watching.